20.2, what's up beasts? Welcome back to another video. This video is just gonna be like last week's video. We're gonna review my performance on 20.2, how I did, what I did well, what I could have done better, things I thought I should knew, etc., how I attacked the workout. Let's get into the video. So, 20.2, if you didn't see, if you've been living under a tree, a rock, a branch, something like that, it was 20-minute AMRAP, 4 dumbbell thrusters at 22.5 for men, 15 for ladies, 6 toes to bar, and 24 double unders. For a 20-minute AMRAP, it was great fun. Not. If you are insane or mentally ill, you would have realized that it was a very boring workout and it went for a very long time. But otherwise, let's kick into the video. Before we start, guys, if you like the content, you enjoy the channel, hit subscribe. Anyway, let's get into it. So, 20.2, let's start off with the first 10 minutes of the workout. Now for me personally, I felt like the first 10 minutes of the workout was super comfortable. Just cycling between the 3 movements, having not much transition, but also not too intense of like a first start to the workout really made or set me up for, I guess, the second 10 minutes, which we'll get onto in a moment. Now, for me, when I came into this workout, I said to Jess and Steve, people who were around scoring me, that I was gonna go for 22 rounds. That was the goal, 22 rounds. I saw Evan do it before. He was on his 27th, and I was like, you know what, for me, 22 is probably a good amount. I didn't know at the time whether I was gonna get it or not. I didn't know what pace I had to attack it with. So it was interesting to attack it with that mindset, but it really did help. Now, I guess my pacing for this workout, I stole from CompTrain's pacing. It was group 2, looking at going unbroken for the entirety of the workout, but with the movements having about a 3 to 5 second rest between each movement was what we were aiming for. I know that I couldn't have held on to an unbroken pace for 20 minutes at like the pace that he said they wanted, and most elite athletes were just literally like underneath the rig, thrusters, toes to bar, double unders, and just back and forth like that. So I thought that was a bit impossible. So I had a bit of extra rest, but I kept it all unbroken, or almost all unbroken. So yeah, that was the way I attacked it. Now I know a few key points you're gonna notice about the video. There is tape on the rig, and I did use hand guards. You can sue me later. I know that's frowned upon or against the rules, but I don't want to tear my hands, and that rig's really slippery. So I think it was up there from Evan anyway before. I was just like, well, I just had to do it there. So I was like, whatever, sue me. But yeah, get that out of the way. Leave in the comments below how mad you are at me. But that's probably about the only negatives about the first 10 minutes. It was pretty consistent, pretty slow. It was sucked that I had to keep staring at the timer because it felt like it was going even slower. When you were like 5 minutes in and at your 10 round mark, you were like, what the hell? But anyway, so that was the first 10 minutes. The second 10 minutes of the workout is where it got really uncomfortable. Still trying to maintain that pace of going around between each movement. But like as your heart rate started to slowly elevate, it did make it very like a crack at it itchy kind of feeling. But I still felt like I held the pace really well. And then the squat clean into the thruster was really what separated me, I reckon, from some other people in that workout. Getting into that quick squat clean and straight into it, and rather than resting with the dumbbells on your shoulders, waiting for that first rep, that I think really helped with my 20.2 workout. Now, a couple of things I reckon I could have done better. Probably picked up the pace a little bit when I got to like the 16, 17 minute mark. I mean, once again, you can say this now, but in the moment you were just kind of dying. But I did pick up the pace, but I felt like that last round too, like just was the worst. I broke my toe to bars for the only time in the whole workout. It just had no grip left. And yeah, it was a shit fest. Second thing I reckon I could have improved on, double under consistency and speed. I'm a really slow double under, and jumping like, I jump really high. You're watching the video, I do like leaps almost, and it's just how I do them. Probably getting a little bit lower leaps and just moving my arms a bit faster could have helped. And finally, just a little bit less transition time. I could have been a bit faster on the transitions. It would have cut down a bit more time, got me a bit better score. But yeah, that was essentially what I could have done better. You'll see the video, you'll see me going through, etc. Yeah, so that was my thoughts on 20.2. So it was a Cindy style workout like Dave Castro said. It was boring, it was long, and would I reattempt it? Hell fucking no. No way would I reattempt that. Just too long, too boring, not worth it. But yeah, there you go. There's my performance. So I got 752 reps, which I think is going to put me still in the top 100, which is fucking awesome. 2 workouts, 2 top 100 finishes, or 100-ish finishes. So I'm very happy with that. Now, what about you guys? Let me know how you guys did, what score you guys got, where you got up to, whether you scaled, whether you RX'd, whatever. Leave it in the comment section below exactly how you did. We'll be back with another video next Wednesday, how my 20.3 performance does. What are your predictions as well? I reckon it's going to be a 19.3 repeat, maybe with a handstand walk start instead, a reverse version, who knows. Evan reckons it will be 18.4 will come up, the deadlifts, handstand push-ups, the Diane style workout. So we'll see what comes up more. Anyway, if you also like the gear we're wearing, this is a unique shirt, just hasn't released it yet, but afterbarbells.com, you can get all your Absolute Beats merch from there, but also you can get some Jester's shirts people have been asking about. But first we lift, that shirt I was wearing a few days ago on Instagram. Check it out. Grab one for yourself. They're pretty cool. They're not too expensive. So yeah. Otherwise, enjoy the video. Like it. Stay a beast.
Come on, buddy. Let's go. Get there.